Assume everyone is trying their best. You basically got two options. You can assume everyone's trying their best, or you can assume people are intentionally being jerks and disappointing others on purpose because that's what they want to do. Those are your two choices. And let's think about how ridiculous that sounds. You wake up, I want to disappoint people. I want to make people angry with me. I want to be lazy and unproductive. I just want to be a waste. At the end of the day, I want to sit there like, man, I sucked today and today was horrible. Like, I can't even say that with a straight face. Like, nobody wants to have all these terrible negative traits. Nobody wants to go through all this junk. So I think everybody wants to have a good day, right? I think when we get up, we want to have a good day. We want to, at the end of the day, we want to go sleep and feel like, you know what, I got a lot done today. I feel like I did great. We all want that good feeling at the end of the day. But for some odd reason, it just doesn't happen. Because I'm going to be honest with you, people, like all of us, myself included, we've got too much stuff going on. We got too many things on our plate and we're trying to get all 20 things done. And sometimes you're like, oh crap, I had 21 things I got to get done today. And that was supposed to get done 3 hours ago. Oops. We've all been there. We've all done it. And none of us want to disappoint or do anything wrong, but life is hectic. Life is crazy. And we're all trying our best. But here's the thing though. Let's say you have a setup like, oh, I'm going to meet my friend at a restaurant. And then like they're 5, 10, 15 minutes late. Like, dude, where are they at? And you text them. And then they're like, oh, I forgot. Sorry. I mean, in the heat of the moment, man, you're fired up. You're angry. Like, you're like, dude, they intentionally like didn't show. You're in a restaurant. You're sitting down by yourself. You're embarrassed. Like, oh my God, what are people going to think? And yeah, you get mad and you're like, they intentionally like stood me up. What is this? That's normal to have those feelings kind of jump in. But then on the flip side though, like, have you ever done something like that? Have you ever you've tried to accomplish so many things. You have 20 things you got to get done. You got to get the kids here and get this here and pay these bills here and do this. And you get so busy and so caught up, you just forget about a simple thing like that. We've all been there. But, you know, I'm just going to be honest. If you assume people are going out of their way to mess you up, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be an angry, frustrated person. If you always assume people are trying to screw you over, then you're going to be a miserable, angry, bitter person. But if you can say, you know what, they were trying to do their best and they just messed up, like I've done it, they've done it, we've all been there, it kind of alleviates some of that pressure. It kind of alleviates that frustration. Because look, man, we're all struggling. But does anybody like to go and advertise that they're struggling? Does anybody like to say, you know what, dude, this is overwhelming, I can't make it? No. Most people put on that mask and be like, dude, everything's great. I got this down. And a lot of us tend to like believe it, like, yeah, dude, they got their stuff together. When deep down, man, we're struggling to keep our heads above water. We're all struggling with something, but we don't ever want to admit to it. And so we put on this front like, no, things are good. And then when people disappoint, we're like, what the heck, dude? So my point is, you can sit over here and get angry and frustrated every time somebody disappoints you and assume that they did it on purpose. But then you're just going to be an angry, bitter person. But if you just assume that they tried their best, like, dude, they were trying. Like, you got to understand, like, some people grew up in households where they just flaked on people all the time. And that was normal in their family. You got other people where like, no, dude, if there's an event, you show up 15 minutes early and that's priority. And like you have people like they were raised in their household for 18 years. And some people's beliefs are different from your beliefs. And maybe you're incredibly strict and perfect in one area, but you have a flaw here. And then there's another person who's vice versa of that. Like we've all been raised differently. We've all been raised in different environments with different priorities. So it's a weird, interesting dynamic. But once when things go bad, just kind of assume like, hey, you know what? They were trying their best. They didn't want to disappoint me. They just got overwhelmed with all the stuff. And if you could just assume that about other people, it just alleviates so much pressure and so much weight. And you just feel so much better about everything. Because look, man, we're all flawed. We all make mistakes. And when you can tell yourself that when somebody kind of wrongs you in a certain way, like, oh, they were trying their best, they just messed up. That doesn't make them a bad person. That was just a bad decision or something, just they forgot. They're doing the best of what they got. Hey, and look, man, some people are doing the best of what they got and they don't have a lot in some particular areas. Work with them. You can do this. That's why you have to assume everyone is trying their best. You can accomplish everything you want as long as you're willing to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Go get it.